everyone, I'm Chanty and welcome to devlog number 2. I'm hoping to just go through a couple of updates, a couple of things I've been working on, maybe do a quick little rundown of the website. You'll notice there's no green screen today. That's because I'm doing some live camera stuff, which means I can't get OBS and the browser to share the camera. So I'm gonna have to just gonna have to work around that. Okay, so maybe I'll just start by quickly going through the website, what we've got so far. You got, like, of course, the home page. I'm logged in. You can log out. You can go to the profile. You got your username. You can change your username, not do much else. The profile is pretty bare bones at the moment. It's showing a total score, which is pretty much a number that just keeps going up as you play more games. I've got to put a lot more thought into that. That's just how that is at the moment. So you got your homepage, your profile page, the forum, which I touched on last week, but I'll quickly show you. You basically just got the forum there. The about page is just a post on the forum at the moment. The browse page is probably the more interesting one. Okay, so maybe I'll quickly go through the mini games and, like, I guess, and the approaches and that. So I started off with the random one. This is probably like I guess you could say, like, the hello world of this project. So it's basically just getting the movements going and seeing if I can, make a game where you just, like, get a point if you get the circle. So you just got to sort of it's just basically it basically appears in random positions. Then I started thinking about, of course, like, Flowarts is a lot more structured than that. So maybe if you've got, like, some sort of shapes, like, what would that be like? Is it something closer to, I don't know, something choreographed, but it's still quite random. So that's the other experiment I was working on. And next after that was bricks, and I guess I could quickly describe the thought process here. So one of the first things you can do with a poi or with any prop is basically you learn to spin it around, and then you learn to control it by spinning it one way, pausing, and then spinning it the other way. So this is basically a mini game that just starts to explore those concepts. So what you got is this sort of this circle, these bricks that you can hit, and they'll change direction, and that's when you got to go for the next one. And so that's what this exploration is, kind of like I guess an exercise. And as you can see, your score goes up, and of course that goes straight onto the leaderboards. Number one at the moment. This is my dad. I think he's got his username needs to get updated. And then after that, I basically started exploring just a slight variation on that previous one. This is like I guess is like more continuous instead of bricks. It's kind of just working out where those points are, and changing direction in a similar way. And then after that, I looked at Bugang, and so this one's really simple. This one's just basically attaching two spinning Bugang to your hands. I don't really know much about this particular prop, but you could sort of, I don't know, I guess, like, just have a play with it. So this would be a game more of the type where it's like, it's not telling you what to do. It's just saying, hey, here's a cool prop, a virtual prop, and you can just play with it and have fun. So that's pretty much it for, I guess, the what's live on the website at least. So and all of these exercises are kind of they're detecting your movements and giving you some feedback on what you're doing. So that's one of the, I guess, main, like, features of this app. The other feature, which I've been working on more recently, is a lot more like a when you're watching, like, a tutorial video, like a learning aid, where it could, like, show you what the technique is and maybe help break it down. So I'll quickly show you what I've been working on there. It's not live at the moment, but it's coming. So at the moment, so he's just spinning it around, and this is probably, like, a pretty simple trick. But the idea is that it's, because it's an animation, you can slow it down, you can speed it up, and you can vary it. So for example, I'm using like this idea of like composition. So let's say for example, like each performance would be made up of all of these functions, or all of these beats, or all of these like I guess you could say like techniques, or tricks. So for example, at the moment, this is a trick where it's just like moving from left to right. It's not really a trick, but you could combine it with other things. So for example, move from left to right, combine that with a forward spin, and you've got yourself like a, I don't know, like a sort of weave. Just wait for that to load. Wait for that to load. Okay, here it comes. Okay, so that's kind of like, I guess, the idea of using animations and building building tricks and building sequences using those. Out of interest, I wonder if I can show you. I just want to quickly show you how I've been thinking about things. Okay, good, that's still going. Okay, so I'm actually using I was trying to work out how to do the notation for it. Like you'll see on the forum, I got this like post about it, and I actually landed on musical notation. So I don't know if you can see that. I'm kind of, you're sort of going like your left and your right, and then notation about the plane and the timing. Because like music really knows. Music has the concepts of rhythm and that and expression throughout music. So you say like. A really simple sheet of music just tells you where to put the things. But if you read like a Mozart or whatever, there's like all these like, but it's got to be done with feeling here, or it's got to be done slower there. So there's all these like expressive notations, and that's what I'm quite interested in with these animations, to hopefully bring a bit of life into them, and give authors an opportunity to put their own spin on it. So that's about it for what I wanted to show you. If you're interested in this for flow arts, or if you're interested in the technical things like web and game development, or any of the back end stuff, drop me a line on the forum. Just leave a note, and I'd be happy to look into whatever you're interested in.